Alright, Walking Dead Daryl Dixon fans. So Norman Reedus said something during an interview at San Diego Comic-Con that actually got me extremely intrigued. Not in a good way necessarily, I'll explain what I mean by that, but Norman Reedus said that Daryl's story is far from over and his story extends past the finale of the Daryl Dixon spin-off, which is obviously Season 4, Episode 8. We haven't gotten Season 3 yet, so we're gonna have another season after that, which is the final season, Season 4, with 8 episodes. And Norman Reedus is really saying Daryl's story doesn't end after Season 4 of the Daryl Dixon spin-off. And he also teased that fans are gonna get a satisfying ending at the end of the Daryl Dixon spin-off. Now, what would that satisfying ending be? Well, if Daryl and Carol haven't reunited, we would say that's what it is, right? But they have reunited. So the only other thing that they could do is something that actually they did in The Ones Who Live. Of course, they did the Michonne and Rick reunion, which is sort of like what they did with Daryl and Carol. Pretty early on, they had them reunite. But then there was another reunion at the end of The Ones Who Live. That reunion was Rick reuniting with RJ and Judith. So that, I think, is the big satisfying ending of The Ones Who Live. And I think in this case, they're doing something similar and they're gonna have Daryl and Carol return to basically reunite with everyone else back at Commonwealth at the end of Season 4. That would mean Daryl and Carol will reunite with not just Judith and RJ and Michonne, but also Rick Grimes. That's pretty big. Everyone's waiting for the Rick and Daryl reunion, and I feel like this just confirms that that's even more likely to happen. Now, I'm not a fan of that. I think we're way past a Daryl and Rick reunion. Yes, it would be cool, but I feel like the impact is not there anymore. I have a whole different video talking about the Daryl and Rick reunion and some more reasoning why we're way past that. If you're interested, make sure to go check that out. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to go through in this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.